it takes devotion to build a great guitar, but it also takes devotion to figure out how to play the darn thing. Workshop Live teacher Geoff Hartwell has certainly paid his dues, and Geoff joins us now here at Hamer Guitar. Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
How's it going?
Good, good.
So tell us about your custom Hamer.
It's based on the Hamer Duotone Custom, and there's a couple little tweaks that I asked for, but basically it's built on their solid design.
Scale of 1 to 10, you love it?
11, definitely.
So it goes to 11. Love it. Well, Geoff has generously agreed to sit down with us in our green room, so let's roll on the green room.
Playing guitar is very much an extension of you, you know, and so the good parts and the bad parts of your personality are going to come out whether you like it or not. I play quite a bit and teach quite a bit, and the bulk of the students that you're ever going to teach are not going to be professional musicians. You know, they're not in it to be the next rock star. They're in it because a little bit of music makes their life a little bit better. And it doesn't mean that you have to play 9 million hours a day and practice, you know, until your fingers fall off. A little bit of music goes a long way. You know, 3 chords make your life 3 chords better. Ultimately, if you could come home and jam out on 3 chords and be like, wow, I feel better, you know, then the world is your oyster. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that's the best reason in the world to play. Just for the love of music and just for the love of sharing music and communicating with other people. That's the payoff for me.
Thanks, Geoff. I'm going home tonight to learn 3 more chords. So you got yourself this awesome guitar, right? Well, what's next? Well, you need an amplifier. Whether you're playing in your basement or up on stage, you gotta have an amp, right? Well, what kind of amp? A big amp, small amp? Huh? I don't know, but I know who does. So here to take a sound look at amplifiers is our man Monk in the gig bag.
Yay! Another episode of Gig Bag. All right, let me start this segment this way. I love garage bands, hanging out down the street while some friends practice for an upcoming gig. It's a cool way to spend the night. Very few people get started with sponsorship for guitar or gear. So you're gonna have to go out and buy your own stuff. Now someday, a limo may pull up and a man with a big fat cigar may hand you a big fat contract. Not today, no. So you're at the music store and you're shopping for an amp. Big, small, practice, stage. Now I can tell you from experience, a 15-watt Fender Princeton amp can scream on stage and fill an auditorium. Crank it up and it will wail. Another friend of mine has a really nice amp for his acoustic guitar. He never gets to play it at 11. It rarely goes above 3. So you've only got enough cash for 1 amp. Practice and playing out. The reality is, you're probably not going to need much more than 50 watts for most of your work. That wall of speakers behind Kiss, most were turned off. Now if you get too big an amp, it won't be too good to practice with. You won't be able to turn it down enough and still get a decent sound out of it. Plus, how heavy is that bad boy? Unless you have roadies, you're carrying it. And will it fit in the Subaru? Another thing, tube amps. They sound great, but they need to be warmed up if it's been cold, and they can be a little fragile. Used gear. It's okay, truly, but be prepared. The previous owner may not have loved it like you do. Can I have a moment? See ya.
Thanks, Monk. You know, we had to call in the Blues Brothers to get Monk off that amp. I'm just kidding. You know, Monk is the host of Workshop Live Radio. What's Workshop Live Radio, you ask? Workshop Live Radio is where we feature the music of our Workshop Live teachers.
This is Dr. Carl.
He works hard, healing people, saving lives. His is a serious business. But Dr. Carl has a secret.